Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the ninth Peer Huddle of Leap 3.0, the last session of level 5. And I can't believe that we just have 1 month more to go as far as trainings are concerned of at Leap 3.0. This month, next time, I think we would have finished all our trainings and step into Capstone project. And yes, we've come a long way, so you can pat yourselves on the back. And yes, we have a little more to go. So I hope you are looking forward to that. Once again, a warm welcome. I can see 33 participants. We are expecting at least 65. So this is cue for the team leaders and the leapers to reach out to your fellow leapers and ask them to join as soon as possible. A few ground rules before we kickstart today's session. I hope you have joined from a good place of internet connectivity. Your workbooks are open and you are all set to keenly listen into today's session. Um, Please do rename yourself with your Leap ID because we have a breakout room activity planned for you. So if I were Shilpa, I would rename myself as 05_30_Shilpa. Please be on mute unless you are required to speak. And please do come on video. We'd love to make it as engaging as possible. On that note, it's time to play a small game. And while I was thinking what activity to do today, I looped in our mentors. And yes, almost 5 months have passed. I'm sure you've got a chance to get to know your mentors. So today's game is involving or revolving around your mentors. I'm going to give you three statements about your mentor. You have to identify which of them is not true. So it's two truths and a lie. I have three statements about 8 of the 9 mentors, but we'll somehow manage to um, reveal or identify something more about our mentors. So I hope you're ready. Yes. All right. I can see a few thumbs up. I'll take that as energy for today. We'll start with group one. So group one's mentor is Shalini. So this is for everybody of group one. Shalini has 420 saris in her wardrobe. Simply Sushi and Boba Tea are her favorite restaurants while traveling to Japan. And Shalini always loves to start her day with an energizing cup of coffee, and she loves to stimulate her evenings with steaming chai. So, leapers of group one, which do you think is Shalini's lie?
Second one.
Second one, okay, simply sushi and boba tea. Anybody else from group one wants to guess? Shalini, are you around? I don't see Shalini here. All right, sweetie, I'll give it to you. Good job. That was the lie. The second one was the lie. The other two are truths about Shalini. Let's move on to group two. So we have Archana and leapers of group two. Archana says she enjoys reading. She looks forward to shopping and she enjoys baking. Which do you think is the lie about Archana?
Second one.
Second one?
Second one. She doesn't look forward to shopping. That's what you think. All right, Archana, would you like to reveal it since I see you here?
Absolutely. I've had a dental procedure, so I can't talk much.
Oh, oh,
But
okay.
yeah, Warren, I think my team knows me.
Fantastic. Great, great. Let's move on to group four for now. So that is Anita, distinguished Toastmaster Anita. Uh, she enjoys traveling, meeting new people, experiencing new cultures. She genuinely enjoys taking the stage, adding humor and storytelling to serious moments. And the third one is she absolutely loves waking up early every single day. Leapers of group four, your chance to guess.
I think third one is lie.
Third one, okay. Anita ma'am, would you like to reveal? We can't hear you if you're speaking, Anita ma'am. You can reveal which is the lie.
Yeah, she's right.
She's right.
The third one. I
Uh,
hate waking up early in the morning.
All right, fantastic. And I'll say same pinch, Shanita ma'am, because even I don't like waking up early. Let's move on to group 5, leapers of group 5. This is for you to guess about DTM Chetlud. He likes to share whatever little he knows. He doesn't encourage his mentees to grow, and he is an inner mastery and growth coach.
Second one.
Second one.
That was an
Second
easy
one.
one.
Second one, yeah. It's so easy for us.
Simple
He
one.
loves to
Huh?
mentor us and he gives a lot of tips every day.
All right, DTM Chetlur, would you like to reveal if they were right?
Absolutely right.
Absolutely right. They know you well. Thank you. Well done. Moving on to group 6 about Srihari. He wakes up every day at 6:30 a.m. He can single-handedly cook an entire leaf spread of South Indian thali, and he has handled and diffused a real live land mine. Tough one, huh? Group 6. I don't see anybody from group 6 here. Anyone from
Yeah.
group 6?
Yeah, we are
Ah,
there.
yes,
There.
Sakila. Yes. Which one do you think is the lie about Srihari?
Oh my. The landmine
Landmine?
related.
Okay. All right,
Unfortunately, we
Serene?
didn't get much opportunity to know about Shreyas.
This is a good way to know about him. But let me. Srihari is here?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm here.
Yes, Srihari. Would you like to reveal your lie?
Sure.
The lie about you.
My lie is I do not wake up at 6:30 every day in the morning. I have been cooking from a very young age, and I am trained in the NCC Army Division for the Corps of Sappers. So there we were trained to handle anti-personnel and anti-tank mines. So I have a working knowledge of all these devices as well as IEDs that you see popularly in bomb blasts everywhere.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, I'm sure the leapers of Group 6 and everybody else got to know something about you. We look forward to tasting that thali soon.
Oh, look forward to that. Thanks.
Let's now move on to Group 7, Distinguished Toastmaster Bharati. She has a granddaughter. She prefers to live abroad, and she can speak 5 languages fluently.
She prefers to live abroad. Is it
She
like?
prefers to live abroad. Okay.
Yes.
Anybody?
Even
All
I go
right,
for the
that
same.
one. I don't
Yeah,
think
same,
Bharti ma'am
same.
is here. Is Bharti ma'am here? No. So I'll reveal it to you on her behalf. Yes, you are right. She does not like to live abroad. That was the lie. Let's move on to Group 8, Akhil. So Akhil says he is a state level volleyball player. He has pulled the chain on the train. And once in the gym, he had to do 500 reps of squats.
It's all up.
The third one.
The third one, okay. Sibana, what did you say?
No,
All
I
were
think
true.
all are true, so it looks like.
All right, I see Akhil here. Akhil, what do you like to reveal?
Who in their right mind can do 500 squats? Me, I was telling the truth. My lie is volleyball. I have not reached state level yet. I've only ever played for my school. That's it.
That was the lie. Thank you for sharing that, Akhil. Let's now move on to Sheeba, Group 9, and we're doing it a little different because today Sheeba is our facilitator. I'm going to tell you 2 lies. She's told me 2 lies and 1 truth, all right? So you have to guess which one is true. She loves films and music. She loves sports, and she likes to network and explore.
Network.
Network and explore.
Network and explore is the truth. All right, Sheeba, would you like to reveal?
Yes, that is the truth.
That is the truth. The others are lies. All right.
Others are
I
liars.
missed, yes, thank you, Shiba. I missed group 3. So, group 3, since I have not received anything from your mentor, let's still try and identify the true truths and lie about Pandi. All right. So, Pandi does not like football. Pandi is here today, and Pandi works at Accenture.
Second option. Option
Second
2.
option. Pandi is not here today.
All right, that was a pretty easy one because I just saw the message in his group that he said he's not here. But anyway, thank you all for being
And
so
Darren, you are
sporty.
giving all the answers were option 2, most of it. So I chose that.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That was just a guess. That was just random. But let's play this one more time, and this is with our Leap 3.0 chair because she's the next person taking screen. So I'm going to tell you 3 lines about her, and you have to say which one is the line. All right. Uh, she's an author. She has authored quite a few books. She's a dog lover, but she has a cat at home, and she loves to do things at the last minute.
Third one.
Third
Loves to
one.
do
One,
things
the
at
last
the
Third
last
one.
She's
minute.
always
Third one.
organized.
Third
She's
one.
very much
Third one.
organized.
All
Yes.
right. I think everybody says third one, and yes, that's the lie about her. She is so meticulous, and I'm sure you've seen that over the last few months. Please put your hands together and welcome our lady with a plan, distinguished Toastmaster Jyotika, our Leap 3.0 chair.
Thank you very much, Daryl. If there was an award for creativity, it would go to Daryl for sure. Every single time I know y'all look forward for Daryl's opening than the session. So I think that Daryl, that is definitely the truth about you. And I have something common with some of the mentors here. I'm not a fan of waking up in the morning. All right. A warm good evening, dear leapers and mentors. It is an absolute honor to invite you again and welcome you for yet another session of Leap 3.0. We have something special coming up soon, but before that, I'd like to wish all of you a very happy Republic Day. We just celebrated our Republic Day and it calls for a celebration. We also had something awesome on the same day. Republic Day was on Sunday, and what did we have? No, it was on Monday.
Monday.
Sunday we had something. Yes, we had successfully conducted the second phase of project presentation. 9 leapers came and presented their project, and I was mighty impressed because I witnessed it this time. I know I didn't open it for everyone like Ram Prasad had requested, but there was a small technical issue, and that's the reason we did not open it for all. But I was mighty impressed with all the presentations made, and I felt so good about it. And let me tell you, I slept very well because when I'm happy, I sleep well, whereas it's the other way around for the others. But I was very, very happy, and congratulations to all the 9 leapers who presented their individual projects. I'm not going to reveal those 3 top names today. Or maybe not now. I'll do it towards the end. So let's have the session and then probably come back for the results. I think you all can wait till then, right? We have also an awesome event coming on Saturday. Can someone remind us all what is that event we're talking about? We all
Leap
Connect.
Leap Connect.
Leap
Yes,
Connect.
Leap Connect. And we have one leaper who has come halfway through just to ensure he reaches Leap Connect on time. So Karthik has already started his travel from Bangalore just to ensure he comes back on Saturday he reaches Sakleshpur on time. Karthik is here. I hope he'll vouch for it. It is just a joke, all right? Although the joke went flat. So I'm really happy. I'm really looking forward to it. So Srihari is here. He'll talk about it towards the end. I'll give you some time, Srihari, so you can brief all of them. But I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you because we have 45 of us coming together on Saturday, and that's a massive win for us. Another major announcement is our capstone project. It's time. You all must have noticed that we are almost in the end of the program, at least the training period of 6 months. We just have 1 month left. Today is the last week of the 5th level. And we're moving into the 6th level next month. And then after that, we move into the capstone project. We have 2 months of capstone project, but then we cannot start thinking then. We have to start thinking from now. So we will be releasing the capstone guidelines. Please read it well because individual projects, I believe that is something that I would have liked you all to do is read the individual project properly so that you all could have prepared well from the first presentation or the first phase of presentation. But for capstone project, it's a group project. It's not an individual project. So please start sitting together, brainstorming. You don't have to finalize the project from now. You can take some time. All the milestones are mentioned in that document, but please read the document and try to present one of the best projects that you can present. With that, now we're moving towards our session. But before that, what do? Can someone remind me? We have a ritual that we do, right?
Small wins.
Yes,
Small
who's
win.
that? Who's that? Rupa.
Yes.
Great, Rupa. So observant, or at least you've been listening to all the wins. So I would like to call not one, not two, not three, not four, but five members today. And that's quite a lot of them. But I love listening to wins. I really want you all to share the wins. And I would request each of the leaper to take 2 minutes, not more than that if you can. I mean, if you have a lot to say, then it's different, but try to stick within 2 minutes and say all what you have to say. So it is my pleasure and honor to invite onto the screen our first leaper who would like to share her win. Please put your hands together for leaper Kavya Gauri. Over to you, Kavya. Where is Kavya? Okay, yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Over the last year, I realized something very uncomfortable about myself. I was doing a lot for others, but I wasn't fully trusting myself when it came to decisions. I used to over-agree, doubt my instincts, and put my needs the last, believing that was the right thing to do. But in early 2025, something very unexpected and painful happened in my life. That moment forced me to pause and ask myself, what patterns am I repeating and why? And that's when my journey of self discovery truly began. And Leap 3.0 came at exactly the right time. The sessions which we had on self leadership, emotional intelligence, values, and decision making gave language actually to things I had always felt but never fully understood or believed. It helped me see that leadership starts internally with awareness and responsibility. So the biggest shift for me wasn't just about confidence, it was learning to trust my inner compass. And I became very clear about my values. Now, when someone questions a decision, I don't react or blindly just agree. I pause, reflect, and decide consciously, even if it feels uncomfortable. That change has alone brought calm, clarity, and consistency into how I show up. And this inner shift has also naturally influenced others. I have been able to support freshers at work with more empathy and stability. At Toastmasters in my club, I've encouraged members to take up roles, and I genuinely enjoy seeing people grow. And at home, I've inspired my mother to start reading and exercising regularly while doing my 30-day individual project. So that was like a personal win for me. And at last, I want to be very grateful, and I'm deeply grateful to Leap Chair 3.0, Jyotika ma'am, for trusting me with this opportunity, and to my mentor, Anita ma'am, for her constant guidance and belief. This cohort has also created a space where growth felt safe and intentional, and I've learned from each of you in this journey. And this journey has also taught me that when leaders are grounded in self awareness, empathy, and values, we just don't lead better, we also create more leaders. So, thank you, and back to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Kavya. Let's give Kavya a huge round of applause for coming here and sharing her emotions, her feedback about the program. Now, it gives me immense pleasure again to call on stage or invite on stage our next speaker, next leaper who will share his win. Please put your hands together and welcome leaper Ram Prasad Chandu. Over to you, Ram Prasad.
Thank you, Jyotika. Good evening, fellow leaders. So, if anybody known me for some time, if you had asked me for 4 months back, if you want to take a leadership opportunity, and I will give the double hike, so I would immediately would have said, no, I'm not interested. So I had strongly believed that leadership is not my cup of the tea. So that was my perception till 4 months. So fortunately, Leap 3.0 happened. It is not just one more program for me. It is a transformational journey where I learned so many things. It is one of the powerful impact it has on many things, but I can say two things which stood out for me. One is the self-reflection. So Leap 3.0, it made me realize how important to have a self-realization. So before you leading other, how you need to lead yourself first. Your action, your thoughts, your habits. I mean, my habits. So that is where the leadership begins. And the second one is a leadership is built on daily. It's not about the role. It's not about big moment. Small, constant things you do daily. So these, as a result, so I have seen the two major win for me. First one is, so first ever I have taken leadership role at my club. So I have taken VP of education. So I have managed very for 1 month, and genuinely I received appreciation from my members doing the good job. So I couldn't have believed that I did that because I tried implementing what I learned in the leap. I try to implement all these things, empathy and everything. I try to, whenever I remember, I try to implement it. And the biggest win happened at my home. It's like for the last 4 months, my house is more quieter, not because my wife is not talking, because I started pausing and listening before I speak. So these are the two major wins for me. So there are so many, we don't that much time to explain everything. So we'll connect in the Leap Connect, then we can share our experiences. Before final, I would like to thank all the individual who made this program. It is a wonderful structured way. Initially, I had a different thought, but one by one step I'm going. So they thought so many things and they implemented the wonderful program. So I truly appreciate them. And you are not making a person a leader, you are making a better person. Thank you all.
Wow, powerfully said. You're not making a leader, you're making a better leader, you're making a better person. Lovely. Ram Prasad, it gives me really a lot of happiness when I see that you're personally growing in this journey. So congratulations to you. Now let's invite Sibaram Nayak to share his thoughts. Sibaram, over to you.
Thank you, Jyotika. Good evening, Leapers, and thanks for opportunity to speaking here. So I know I started my Toastmaster journey in 2005, 15 onwards. I think long journey. I have taken several roles. When I got a call from Leap 3.0, no interview call, I was the moment I was him double-minded, right? Because I have taken several roles, but I can take. But that time, the company restructure happening, there is a layoff also going on, right? So I thought actually this may be not right time to go, and but the I cannot control with the company, right? So leave 3.0 continue in the September month, and same thing layoff also happen. But with the industry with 20 years, and I thought, and going with this foundation, the leadership leap 3 dot structure, right? The pillar foundation leadership pillar, where I learn myself, and also understand growth mindset and taking great, resilience in communication, and how will do. It will come anytime because being in the industry 20 years, you will not survive, right? You will not get anything, anybody, anytime. So this pushed me to create a next journey. I have started my entrepreneur journey, right? Which is pushed me, okay, you are with the industry and this leadership 3.0 and giving pushed me to do something extra. So I have started my entrepreneur journey and same times I was compose myself what I need to speak, what I'm not to speak because family is here, job is there, and also have to do commitment with do leap 3.0. So I explore, the second pillar, which is the relational leadership, right? Where I have to learn to work with the organization, same thing, work with my committee, because being a president in society, that's also different responsibility. So where I learn critical conversion, sometimes it being, I don't want to pest up myself. So I have to learn from the Leap 3.0, what are the pillars you're talking, how the critical conversion going to help me, how pause, reflect, think before you're reflecting, before you answer anything. That help me, as a person to better person, right? Always I try to be better person and to improve person. So I can confidently say, right, great learning happen, with the way you have to do. Of course, this is a little push from my side, and support the family, and which is actually take a different, my personal life and professional life help me with calm and compose, and with, what I'm saying, right? Learn, lead, and think about before you're answering. So which is help me, day to day life. And also I can thank you, Jyotika, Daryl, and also my mentor Akhil and my group 8, which is definitely would do small huddle, discuss something on that. So thank you, Jyotika, on that.
Thank you very much, Sibaram. And let's give Sibaram a huge round of applause for starting his entrepreneurial journey. It's not easy, but taking that, having that mindset to start off, to break open from the comfort of a regular job is definitely a lot of courage. I'm so proud of you, Sibaram, and wishing you much more success ahead. Now let's invite on stage or onto the screen Leaper, Lata Manoj. Lata, over to you.
I'm here, Latika.
Where are
Thank you
you?
so
Okay,
much.
here. One second, Lata. Let me just spotlight you. Yes, please go ahead.
Good evening, Leapers. I would say, Jyotika, when I came in here, I had my 3 C's very clearly defined. Clarity, why I wanted to be in this program. I wanted to be develop on my leadership skills. I wanted to build on my confidence. That's what I wanted to focus on. Second is, commitment. So it was not just attending the sessions. I wanted to invest my learning from this program and take it back to my work, and also manifest to grow myself. So that's exactly what I've done as a commitment. So happy to look back that I didn't miss a single session. I did not miss submitting a single assignment. So that's the commitment I made to this program. Third is community. I think it was building a network beyond my own club. So knowing more Toastmasters, I think we could get in connect with across District 121. That's a community that we have built. Plus taking back my learnings to my club, to my team, and that's what I've been doing all through. So all the 3 C's is what I have followed. And manifestation, as Jyotika keeps talking. So I got an opportunity to speak as a panelist in one event that happened in Bangalore known as Retire Smart India. It was a central government initiative on national pension scheme. So I went with my preparation based on the LEAP learnings, and I could address 100+ audience. So that is a big, proud moment for me. And second was a visit by about 80 children who came into our campus. It was a tribal students who had come, the girl students, and I had I could either skip because it was just an optional thing, but I applied the 80-20 principle where I said I'll make in fact, it was a work from home, but I said that's an opportunity. So I made an adjustment to my work and I went and to create an 80% impact. So while I was asked to speak, I think I went with the care model, which is how do you connect, how do you address and create that personal, connect with the children? How do you make it memorable? So connect, address, relate, and engage. I think that's a model. I went with a small speech prepared when I was asked to speak. I think whatever I could talk about my career, I'm sure these kids who came for the very first time into the campus, I'm sure some takeaways, some inspiration for them. So that's another thing which happened during this entire LEAP journey. Overall, I'm really thankful, and I want to just close with this quote by Professor DTM Peter, who said, the best business card is not what comes from your wallet, but from your mouth. So I think this program is a testimony for that. I think we're all becoming better speakers, more confident, and a big thank you to my mentor also, Archana. She's been always guiding me. Thank you so much, Archana. Thank you, Jyotika, Daryl, Rini, all of you. I think immensely grateful for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Lata. Let's give Lata a huge round of applause because I see that significant change in her. When I did the first interview with Lata, the reason for her main reason of coming to or joining LEAP was to become a confident speaker and to overcome her nervousness. And I think from what we see today, someone who's spoken without any hurdles, without any pauses. I mean, in a nice way, I'm saying. All right, I think you've got it. You rightly said that manifestation, and I really believe a wise man once said, that wise man is Robin Sharma, who said that everything happens twice, once in your mind and once in reality. And believe me, this is the truth. If you think here the right thing or what is going to happen, it is going to happen. Your actions will definitely work towards what is in your mind. So with that, let's now call our last speaker, Madhavi. Over to you, Madhavi.
Yes, thank you, DTM Jyotika. Great evening, Leapers. And So majority of the team has already spoke about many things. I wanted to give a quick info about me. So I'm a person who has always been focusing on the positivity even before the leap. And I'm a person who is to listen to the podcast daily and the positive motivational speech. And I'm the person who also read the books. But what I missed is I always missing the goals what I've been writing. I always missing to focus on my energy. But after being part of the LEAP program, I started focusing where my energy is going on. And especially this individual project for 30 days, like I was enrolled for an program, AI with business growth, where all the assignments were pending, saying that I'm running out of time because I'm part of LEAP program, I'm part of Toastmasters, being part of 2 different projects. But this 30-day, when individual project guidelines, Jyotika ma'am has shared with everyone, I felt like each and every item is matching to me. I have to work 5 different individual projects, but have chosen one, which is to make a consistency in my routine. And what has happened is by the end of the 30 days, I became from 0 assignments submitted to the topper list in my program. And another beauty is, every year we generally don't plan for a family trip, but last year for 10 days we went on a family trip all together. But even that time I stayed focused. I made a small progress and listened to the recorded session and ensured that I committed to whatever the individual project I've taken and became a topper in the assignment in the program where I enrolled for. Apart from that, especially the last 3 sessions, I was thinking friction to the collaboration. I thought like, okay, all these exercise and breakout, all we are talking about the corporate experience. Will that really work in the personal life? Last week, I had an hectic schedule of project migration, where my personal life is also challenging me and creating a friction. Instead of reflecting or reacting back, I thought, why don't I take that learning and implement here in my personal life? And to my surprise, I really got peace of mind. I focused my energy, well utilized it, and ensured there is no friction in the family. And also I was able to deliver my project on time as well. So that was the key takeaway, I could say, from the mill to deal. Generally, everyone knows that mill to deal is always at the South Pole, North and South Pole. But this program had taught me that how to deal mill and deal together in the same family. That was the breakthrough, I could say. It made many more. So overall, I could say like leadership is more about the self-discipline and been utilizing our energy where it is going. So I'm really, from my bottom of heart, I don't think like a word of saying thank you would be sufficient for DTM Jyotika ma'am, because I still recall the day when you called me and checked whether I'll be committed to this program. I promised to you, and till now I've been committing. And again, to thank you to my mentor Anita. She was been giving the feedback whenever I've been submitting. That is another encouragement. Her feedback is given me in a way that she also feels in the same line, the friction, whatever I've been submitting. So I felt like the assignment, whenever I've been completing, it's more like I'm sharing my experience, personal experience, to my one another friend. So DTM Toastmaster Anita ma'am was kind of a mentor and a friend to me, where she went and acknowledged my feedback, my assignment submission. So that is another gratitude I wanted to express. And again, thank you to Toastmaster Supriya also, because she was my accountability partner for individual project. She was ready to listen to me, and she was ready to accept when I was away from the location. That was another kudos to Toastmaster Supriya as well. And DTM Daryl, again, thank you. You have been inspiring me to every day, every session, and I've been listening to you in other meetings also. Thank you once again. I've been learning from each and every one of the leapers. You are inspiring me in either of your words and your actions. Thank you. Back to DTM Jyotika ma'am.
Thank you very much, Madhavi. And I know that you did not start from the very beginning. I think you came 1 month later. In spite
Yes,
of that, you've caught up with all the pending work and you are there. Thank you very much. I would like to take this opportunity to specially congratulate all the mentors because this is a collective effort. This is not a single effort. So, Anita, and we have Srihari, we have Chetlur, we have, I'm missing some names here.
Shalini.
Akhil, we have, sorry?
Shalini.
Akhil, Shalini, Bharati ma'am, every single person.
Pandirajan.
Archana, Pandirajan, yes,
Archana.
all of them. Be proud of yourself. And you've stuck with me for at least 6 months, 5 months now. Thank you very much. It really says a lot about your leadership also. Thank you very much. All right, now it's time to move to our session. And our facilitator is waiting here. Today we are going to talk about active listening. And you all just did that. Maybe, you'll be forced to do it, but you'll still listen to all our leapers speak for the last 15 minutes. Now we are quickly going to jump into the session. Last time we had healthy conversations and now we are moving into active listening. And the facilitator who's going to come on stage or onto the screen today is a person who's a Toastmaster for 9 years and has got several awards to her credit. Like Pathways Mentor, she actually started a journey in the legacy system. So she's gone up to ACB, ALB, and also a distinguished Toastmaster. She's in the legal profession for 33 years, in which 22 years she's been in prosecution, and now she's a Deputy Director of Prosecution, Palakkad. So if you all don't listen carefully today, you know what will happen. All right? Okay. Last year we were division directors together. She was Division D and I was Division F. And I must say that by far, I've seen one of the most hardworking people during that time and even now. But one of the persons who has inspired me, the way she bounced back and the way she took Division D to great heights. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear leapers and mentors, please put your hands together for our facilitator this evening, distinguished Toastmaster, Sheeba Nandajan. Over to you, Sheeba. Sheeba, are you there?
Yes, she was here.
Yeah. Sheeba?
Yes.
Are you there?
Yeah.
We can't see you, Sheeba. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. We can see you.
Network issue.
Over to you, Sheeba.
Yeah. Good evening, Leap Chair, Toastmaster, Distinct Toastmaster Jyotika, Daryl, dear Leapers. I hope you're all doing well. How's the Leap journey altogether for the last few months? Are you all enjoying?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes. Every week we are progressing one subject or the other. Last week, we explored the healthy conversation, is it? What is it? Listen, validate, and lead model. Yes, lead model. What is the one insight? Anyone of you can answer for that question? One insight from the last session. Any one of you can recollect?
Empathy.
Yes. Most leaders don't struggle with what to say. We struggle with who we become when the stakes feel personal. So it is very difficult to lead us to cope with the situation because listen. First we have to listen, validate, and lead model. Yes. Listen, validate, lead. This week, we are making a step forward and advance to the topic, interesting topic we feel, that is listening. Listening is very simple, is it? Every day we come across, from the early morning till we go to bed, we listen our family, our members in the organization, society, kith and kin everywhere. It sounds maybe simple, but we all know that in leadership, it is actually one of the hardest skill because it asks us to slow down when everything in us wants to react. Have anyone come across such easy way of listening others or feel some hardness or hardship to listen others and to find out a solution? Any one of us have a such example for come across the fruitful listening with your fellow members or CEO or MD to sort out of the issues in between in your organization? Anyone of you come forward and have a answer for that? Yeah, Ram Prasad? Because you are the first member in my screen.
Sheeba,
Or Mat, yeah.
Shruti here.
Yes.
I would like to go here.
Yeah.
I think, yes, listening is very easy. When it becomes difficult is on the situation or the conversation which is from the other side and the emotion which overrides that situation. So sometimes when you're appreciated, that gets carried in the head and it's very easy that it is only a self-coaching or validation. You would like that conversation and you listen. But when somebody says it's not done right or it has not happened the way, simply to know if you're being blamed, so that where it restricts and listening becomes difficult. So
Yes.
you just go to a reactive mode and the responsiveness comes down. This is what I want to add.
Thank you very much, Shruti. It is really closely connected with me also. I'll share my own personal example for that. Before that, listening build connection. When we listen to any other matter for any member, it builds connection. While listening, it calms our emotion rather escalating it. Is it? And go further, it helps to feel seen and sometimes valued. And more than that, it's a trust building process. I too have an experience, as Shruti rightly mentioned. After Toastmaster meeting, I got the first in table topic commentator. I got the certificate. I got photographs, trophy, ribbon, and all. Then all this, the enthusiasm. I stepped down from my club room. In the last step, I skipped and fell down. I was sat on my own leg. Resultant 70 kg couldn't bear my legs and that way got fractured. Result, day after tomorrow, after that's all working day, I couldn't go to office. So I applied for a casual leave for 5 days together. On 4th day, my senior officer called me to my office and connect with me. Tried to connect with me. I was absent there. So he called me into my personal cell phone and asked me, where are you now? So I was about to tell that I already applied for leave, my leg got fractured. But he is not in a position to listen all those things. He only want that he was trying to clarify that for the last 5 days you are not in the office. So sir, there are something had happened and who will responsible that? I will do that, I will this, and I'll just got disconnected that telephone. After that, I called the office assistant and told that, just to take out my leave application and present before that your senior officer, just to peruse it. Without knowing the reason, he was burst like anything. This guy, I got the emotions as rightly said by us, Shruti. Because we got frustrated because I myself also very sincere in my work. I'm doing perfectly that I know. So on that account, without any appreciation or congratulations, rather he is going for some frustration and not even to make me comfortable about my incident. That hurt me much. And everyone's life, such an incident will happen, is it? Think about a situation when you didn't feel listened to, or what shifted in energy after that conversation. Myself and Shruti exposed now. Any one of you has such a similar situation that your CEO or your officer could not listen to you properly, and that you got drop in energy in you. Any such situation, any one of you can share that experience? Come forward and share, because we are all Toastmasters, professional, and we have a personal commitments too. Come out,
We
unmute
have
yourself and
Akash.
share.
We have Akash who went first.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. I think one of my closest situation is when I was working at a company and I told my manager that I was interested in doing masters and I need like a letter of recommendation or something. I didn't think much of it that time, but later on the HR called me that I'm going for higher studies, that this is not good, and it became a lot of trouble for that. So I felt like I was like betrayed a bit because I was talking to him casually. So I felt like our relationship got spoiled because of that.
Yes. Thank you, Akash, for sharing. Many of us have such a similar bitter experience when we are conversing with our senior officers and they are not ready to properly listen us. Now,
Ashima and Timesh also who want to share, Sheeba.
yes, come forward, yeah.
Shall I go first?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I had this recent experience almost a week back. I have a colleague and a client who, on a project basis, we collaborate and we work together. So all the time from past 2 years, whenever he used to give me the work, it has to be like priority basis. Today he has given me some work, and tomorrow, or probably in 2 days' time, he needs it. Irrespective of the fact that whether as a personal I am engaged in some other professional commitments or some other things, it does not bother to him. For him, as if he has hired and I'm committed and I'm a slave. He would have treated me like that, as in bonded labor sort of a treatment. Anyhow, this time again, he approached me for the work, and I told him that I have other commitments as well. There are other things that is in pipeline. So you have given me work today in the afternoon. By only 2 days, that is like Friday, I can give you the work. So he's like, no, it does not work like this. So this conversation was happening at the around 9 o'clock in the night. I was like, sorry, but I have other commitments as well. So you have to wait till Friday. And today in the afternoon only, I got all the details. It's just that humanly not possible that I am not an AI. Unfortunately, I have to use such words. Then, fortunately, he got that message in that moment. But again, he started calling me a day before, like from morning till evening, non-stop calls. I did not take his call because I have realized he's not in a position. So I have messaged him that, today is Thursday and I committed you for Friday. He's like, no, client is after me and this and that and that and this. We cannot. So I did not replied him and I thought, let it be. And next day I got a message that I have got the work done. I was like, great, go ahead. So I felt that I know there's a lot of pressure, work pressure, but I do understand that everybody has their limitations and other people need to understand that as well. So yes.
In this process of listening, one should understand the other person and carry their emotion, and at the same time building trust between the people. So when these are the lacking on that aspects, it's sometimes this listening skill or the bond between the people will lose. These are the few examples that we have elicited. Any one of you interested into sharing?
Yes, Sheba.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
recently, so I was handling a multiple project. Among that, one of the crucial project is production support. So whenever the incidents raises, okay, last week we got an high priority incident. The customer called me around 1:30 a.m. Okay, so he directly called to my phone and was started. Hey, Timesh, this is happening. The particular component is not working. I don't know what's happening with your team is not working properly. I didn't speak not even single word. I'm just responding, okay, okay. Apart from that, I'm not. Then for that also, he scolded me. Don't say okay after that. Now let you please complete. Let me see what component and all. See,
Yes.
finally at we that conversation almost taken 15 minutes to discuss on the same thing. Then I started analysis what was the component. We already the thing is there is a two kind of listening I felt. One is active listening and the passive listening. I clearly understood that okay he is speaking about other component which is having the dependence application. I came to know within the 5 minutes, but still I listened complete word. The reason beyond this, I learned from there. I can cover up couple of components where I can plan it for in future. So I got the complete information about the other component as well. At the end, I concluded saying that this is the was happening, and the client was said, Timesh, please do not take the personally. Really, I'm not sure whether this component is what handled by you or team or other team. I told this is the other team, and they already communicated in other team channels and as well as email. Probably you missed it. If you want, I can share it with you. Okay, then personally he pinged me. Sorry, I scolded for 15 minutes, and you given a lot of support and also input. At the same time, you are looking for solutioning as well, which is not belong to your component, and he was quite happy. And as well as I felt a regret himself after 15 minutes. This may be listening is also helps lot to overcome many problems and situations.
Yes. So thank you very much for sharing this also. So everyone's professional life as well as in the personal life, such incidents happen because the other end not properly understanding or not having properly listening or actively listening to the other participants. So that makes many issues in the organization, even the personal life too. The active listening has been coined by a prominent psychologist that is called Logan and Richard Fass in the year 1957. And what is the importance of that? This is an essential skill for effective interpersonal communication, extending its relevance very important in everyday interactions. Let us see the few tools how it has been practicing or consciously we are practicing this active listening skill. The process of the active listening skill is first level is listening. First one is ignoring. As soon as we listen, the other end, those who are in the listening part, they started ignoring. Then pretending to listen. Sometimes people that selective listening. Yeah. Those who want just selective listening, and that aspect itself, he is not going or bothered about the other part. And attending listening. That is, when he get curious, he will go for further and attending listening. And then only it comes to the empathetic listening. So this is when we could complete or all the process of all these stages, then only the last stage, that is empathetic listening. When we finish that empathetic listening, then only we can see that it is a fruitful listening between the parties or the active listening happened. Let me share one more experience that I could achieve that empathetic listening in my organization. I'll put it in brief. I have one colleague and nearly 12 other office staffs. One day, my colleague gave me a letter and said that, Madam, I want to change my personal staff and I want it another one with name. Then, on hearing that news, the other officer came to me personally and she told that, Madam, if you put my name on her register, I will hang. മലയാളത്തിൽ ഞാൻ തൂങ്ങും. So that word, I took it as a caution. I called each and everyone personally. I interacted one to one, and it makes a week's time to interact each and everyone to get a solution. After a week, again my colleague came to my office and said, any progress, ma'am? Anyone has been deputed to my work? I said, yeah, I will do that. After 3 or 4 days, again she came to my chamber and she said, Madam, I have given letter twice. Still, you have not taken any action. Her eyes the tears come to her eyes. Her face was reddish and she undergone some emotions too. With smile, I nodded my head. Yeah, I will do that. But after a few days of healthy discussions with all, I could make it a solution. Yes, one person comes in front and told that, yeah, I can go with her, no issue. Then with her consent only, I deputed her. After 2 weeks, she came to my chamber and said that I expressed my emotion then and there. Please excuse me for all my gestures. Now, after thorough discussion, you could make it a solution and find out a person suitable for me. And now, all the office assistant, the clerical staffs and all of them, they have much gratitude towards me because I took nearly 20 days to took this decision after consultation, listening, all the process of listening I have undergone. I understood everyone's emotion and I took a solution. So when I gave such environment to my office, what are the results of it? The building, the trust that has increased, the productivity, sincerity towards me that has been also increased, reduce conflict in between the members, and also improves collaboration. Now all the members are much collaborated, they are discussing their work each other, and it gives the productivity. That is one thing that I have undergone recently, and I got the results of that process of effective listening, that is active listening. The 5 process of listening is the receiving, understanding things, evaluating in ourselves, remembering, and responding. These are the few things that we are undergoing, those who are listening or active listening. When we complete all this process, then only we can say that we have actively listened the other participants. Sometimes there are barriers also in active listening. When we are not in that environment, sometimes we may feel that we are restricted to have such a listening skill. I have put one more short example. I traveled nearly a day to Trivandrum. I want to visit and consult an officer there. He gave me an appointment 3:30. 3:20 itself I reached there. I was waiting along with my friends. He came to his office 3:45. I just entered into that. I handed over a few papers to his hand, and he was telling that I got a meeting at 4 o'clock. And he was very busy with that paperwork for his next schedule with the Chief Minister. Whatever I am telling, he was not at all listening to me because that environmental stress that has been undergoing. Sometimes the listening skill reduce when we have a psychological issue. When we are under stress and strain, some other unwanted emotions, we may not be in a position to listen the other person. At the same time, physiological. When we are suffering from some headache and other thing, the same thing happen. These are the active listening skill barriers. How to overcome all these things? Focus on the person with the purpose of conversation. Give encouraging verbal cues. We can nod our head. We can have a fruitful eye contact. We can paraphrasing the other person's conversation. Pay attention and body language. Clarify those emotions sometimes. We can ask question in between. And give encouragement in his speech, the conversation. And refrain from judgment. Let him conclude. Let him come for a solution. Before that, we need not jump into conclusion or judgment. So these are the few tips to encourage our listening skill. Today, we have few problems here. Every leapers herein, we may go for breakout rooms. In that, we have 3 role players, that is listener, observer, as well as the speaker. So everybody in the room have to take all these 3 roles. So they discuss the problem and take one by one each role. First the 3, the problem discuss who is the speaker, identify who is the speaker, listener, as well as the observer, and discuss each role, and you share your experience in the breakout room itself and come to a conclusion for that. And the other part, once who took a speaker, the second time he will be an observer, and the third time he will be a listener. So we can try for those problems in your breakout room, share those experience, discuss, immerse. Who is a listener, just listen to that. Who is an observer, please watch what is all happening there. And the speaker, you just maximum utilize all your time there with a fruitful discussion. Now, Daryl, it's a time for our breakout room.
Right. Thank you, Sheeba. I hope all the instructions are clear.
Yeah, Leapers, are you comfortable with the instructions? We'll have problems that has been already shared with you all. And now we have 3 role takers. In each breakout room, maybe 5 or 6 members. One time, one problem may be discussed with the one observer, one speaker, one listener. And it has been changed the otherwise next time and also third time. So each members have to take all the roles in a different segment and discuss the matter in detail and have a open discussion after the roles has been completed. And after all these things, we can come to the main room and 1, 2 or 3 members can share their experience in the breakout room. So maximum utilize in your breakout room activity and voluntarily take all these roles and have a fruitful discussion. Thank you. Now,
it is in the document, right? So pre-session document where you give us scenarios, right?
Yes, yeah. You can scenario 1, 2, 3. So you can select that scenario. One member may be a speaker and voluntarily comes the listener as well as the observer. You can go along with that.
Okay, it's like each time you need to select the different scenarios, right? So because you
Yeah,
given
we can go for a 1 6 scenario, 3 altogether, or you can go for the different scenario also.
Okay, thank you.
So thank you. All the best.
So,
Your maximum
just
utilize
1
your
second,
time.
Sheeba.
Yeah.
Sheeba, 1 second.
Yeah.
So, Ram Prasad and to the others as well, there are 9 scenarios that are given. Ideally, you're supposed to just take one scenario and be a listener, observer, and speaker. But then you have 30 minutes inside the room. So obviously one is too much, right? It's too less for you to speak. So you could also challenge yourself by taking the others and practicing because everything is mentioned in the document.
Yes.
So feel free to try out the others as well, how much ever you can within this allotted time of 30 minutes. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, Daryl.
Yeah, Sheeba,
Thank you
just
so
one
much.
more query.
Yeah.
One more query. So we have speaker, listener, and observer. So observer will be just observing. So what does the listener do?
Will he be responding to the
Yeah,
speaker
because
or
the speaker is to listen, as having conversation with the listener. So
okay.
listen the problem what the other speaker is telling, and listen, and the observer is observing the speaker as well as the listener.
Listener. Okay.
So as a speaker, what's your experience? As a listener, what's the other end experience? As an observer, what these people are doing, he's observing those two.
Okay. So should we like arrive at a kind of a consensus at the last, like how
Yeah,
the other
everyone have a
person
different
thinks?
experience. As an observer, I have a different experience. As a speaker, your experience is on the other side. As a listener, listener's experience is also on different aspects.
Okay. So
Next
we
time,
encounter.
the round, it has been changed as a speaker once, and it can be shifted to listener next time, or observer on the other side, other time. Yeah.
So there's a model
Okay.
that you learned last time, Bhavna.
Yeah,
What is the
just
model?
like last time, the same thing happened. The same exercise.
Speak, validate, lead, right?
Yeah, last time.
So
Yeah.
the listener just doesn't listen, but they also have to respond in a way that can manage the situation. I think Shannon demonstrated it when I think it was Sibaram or someone had asked a question and he responded by acknowledging what was told by the speaker and then responding. Try out different ways in which you can handle the situation or manage the situation.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you.
One doubt.
Okay.
I just went through that document. So in that, it's called out saying you. It's telling a single person experience. Like you felt some disturbing conversation. You felt it like personal, and you reacted emotionally. So in last session, we had like 3 members. Like one member will be observer, and we had a CEO and the manager. The conversation between them and the observer to provide the comments. So here in this case study is mentioned, there is only one person. Person situation is explained.
So what you could do is, now I think there are 4, how many people, Daryl, 4 or 5 members in each of the rooms?
7 to 8.
7 to 8. So obviously only one person can speak at a time, one person can speak, one person listens and the others observe. What you could do is the remaining could observe it. And you could share your experience. The observers could share the experience, what they felt, what was happening there. And then let the speaker also share and let the listener also share the experience and then move. Okay. Otherwise, we have to put 3 in the group. It'll be too much actually. Too many breakout rooms. So the remaining members could be observers. Okay.
30 minutes, right?
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
So you have 30 minutes in the breakout room. 8:52. I'll close the rooms. Just a note to the leapers of group 3 and 7. Please take a note of which breakout room you have moved into, since your mentor is not available today. This is just in case you lose connectivity, so I can map you back to the same room that you were a part of. All right. I will open the rooms now.
Active listening is very important in our leadership journey too. What are the tips that we got for active listening? Pay 100% attention. Give the speaker your undivided attention and acknowledge the message. Now all of you has experienced the same in our breakout rooms. Show that you are listening to those members. Provide feedback. That too at the end of the speech. Defer judgment. Before completing the speech, don't jump into the conclusion. Don't give advice. Don't judgment the other's end. Respond appropriately with the comfort level of the speaker. So these are the few tips we can develop our active listening skill in our leadership journey. So these are the things. So this is a time to share your experience in your breakout rooms. So one speaker in one room can share their experience. Who is coming forward? Speaker. First, I'll call for a speaker. Yeah, come forward. You already spoke in your breakout room, share the experience. Yes. Who is coming first? Nobody, no speaker was there in the room.
Sunil and Sujit from 6.
Okay, I'll come as I was the first speaker, and I mentioned a situation that has happened in my office, and we took roles in taking the speaker and the listener, and I was the boss, and I took my boss role, and Sunil from our group took the uh, listener's role, and we had a heated argument, and the observers found out what were the issues, and we were we didn't have the proper time to conclude with that and to find out a proper answer for that. So that was the thing.
Yes. How do you feel after speaking the scenario to the listener?
I could find out where I made mistakes, and I could understand there is a different perspective in understanding things.
In a better way.
Exactly.
So thank you, Sujit. And then one more speaker come out. One more speaker, any of the group, we can come forward and share your experience.
So I'll share.
Yes.
So yeah,
Thank you. Yeah.
yeah.
Over to
So in my group, we have discussed about the performance feedback. So when I received the less rating for my performance, I was asking my manager, so why you gave? So when I asked why I not satisfied, and I put all these things, great things I have done. So she is able to listen. So able to listen until I complete, and then she has answered what I need to improve. So without listening, if she say that you haven't done something, that's why you haven't got the rating, that make me very bad about myself. So but she listened everything, and she given a great feedback. So you did a great job. I try to appreciate next time. So I already doing it. So yeah, so that was my take.
Yes, thank you, Ramprasad. As a speaker, when we narrate things, if the other end is listening carefully, that itself gives a solace for us. So, listening by the person and till the end, I'm sure that they will emotionally connect and build trust in between. Thank you, Ramprasad, for sharing the same. Now, any other listener come forward and share your experience as a listener.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get started?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yes,
I think yeah, I was the listener in this case where Sujit explained the scenario. And yeah, I was applying all those active listening tips, like, giving verbal cues, also paraphrasing. And then, at some point, I also suggested that it is like listen, paraphrase, and then lead, right? Which I think made the manager a bit agitated. He started putting terms. He also suggested that we will break our partnership at some point, right, if you don't listen to me. And then as a result, I agreed to what he said, but I have a plan that we can always make our points clear to him at a later stage. So I think this is what I applied, but we also heard from the observers that there could be many other ways of leading this conversation in a better way, not necessarily to agree with the other person all the time. There were discussions, suggestions came up as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sunil Kumar, for sharing your experience as a listener in our breakout room. And one more person, any one of you share your experience as a listener?
Yeah, this is Yamuna here.
Yeah.
So I had joined to the group 8. I'm from group 7. I got an opportunity to join group 8. What happened was the speaker was talking about the project, frustration, and everything. And due to the glitch of my video, I got to hear that I'm a listener. Okay. And I just was observing and I started giving my report. Then for a minute, there was a gap and understood that that was not my role. So what happens here is, as a listener, we should understand the role, what we are playing, and then we have to give a proper suggestion. If not, we will get into the observer, we'll get into the speaker and just jumble everything. So first we have to understand the role and then provide. This is one thing from the group 8 what I learned as a listener today.
Yes, yeah, that you are absolutely correct. When you have to take the roles, and there is a difference between observer as well as the listener. Listener has to give the appropriate note, gesture, paraphrasing, encouraging the speaker to finish his grievance, to share grievance, and also share all these things. And they have to have a emotionally connect at the end of the session. So this is the role of a listener. But at the same time, observer, they can keenly watch and what will happen. They can keen watch the things till the end as a mere observer. So thank you, Yamina, for differentiating the things and highlighted this in this platform. Thank you very much. Any other listeners are there?
Yes, I can go ahead actually.
Yeah.
So, as a listener, actually, I think we have scenario with speaker, right? Plan a the group for outing in Goa. So, as a speaker, is urgency, right? Let's go and book that hotel. Let's book the traveler. And let's book the all these things. As a listener, right? I listen carefully, 100% listen. I told, yeah, we are going with the group. Did you check with your group whether this time is valid for? It's okay with everyone. It should not be, I want to validate. I'm understanding, right? We are going with a friend. We are not going individual, but it should not be impact our personal or other commitment, emergency commitment, where we are going with Goa, but some other commitment. So, as listener, I'm listening. Also, I'm validating them, right? Okay, you are going, but we need to check with the date. We need to check with the friend, right? Our friend, and it should not be conflict our personal time and family time on that actually. And the same time, I'm responding them, right? Is it some other way we can try to take instead of hurry to book? Why not go with the baby step, right? Let's book with the well, let's check with the group. Let's book with the itinerary first travel, then think about hotel, then think about other activities. So while listening that pinpoint of a speakers whose urgency and try to hurry to book, same times I am validating with right answer and right question, and at least the speaker will should be agree, yeah, this is right, but you cannot lose that money. And each point, right, if you wait more, then definitely you lose. Ticket will go increase. All these questions, but as a person, I have to validate because you are going as a group. You are not going as an individual on that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for sharing such a wonderful experience as a listener. So, where is the observers? Observers, come
I'll take it up.
and share your experience. I think that
I'll
is the
take it up.
thrilling, thrilling role. Be an observer and watch the speaker as well as the listener.
I'll
Yeah,
take it up.
over to you, Nitin.
Yeah. So we chose the cases where there is an emotions escalation, and in both the case scenarios, we took up live Toastmaster cases itself. In one case, there was an issue with a Toastmaster club where the treasurer is taking money in his own personal account rather than going into the association account because the account has been frozen because of new banking rules. So the speaker was in this case explained the entire scenario pretty well. And whatever objections was raised, I think one thing that I learned was if you have the facts very clear in terms of figures, statistics, everything. In that case, Kiran, who was the speaker, explained it very well, and he listened to the entire objections pretty well. But one area of improvement was in terms of validation. Like when the emotions rose, if he could have asked counter questions or frame those questions well, things could have been, the emotions could have been calmed down a little bit. The second again was second case scenario was again an evaluator who gave a evaluation of a speech, and the speaker got offended because of the negative comments or areas of improvements that was pointed out to her. Again, in this case, the evaluator did a fantastic job of evaluating the entire speech, used the sandwich method, and gave the positive comments very well. But in terms of areas of improvement, when that came across, the speaker did not agree to it. So again in this case, we understood that validation is important. In case of evaluation validation, I think it is in terms of examples. Like for instance, when they pointed out that the stage has to be used properly. Why should and in what cases or in what scenarios the stage has to be used properly? Or maybe when she said that the structure of the speech could have been improved, in which parts of the speech the structure could be in. So examples in case of evaluation, speech evaluation is very important, and that is a validation in that scenario. So in both the scenarios, we were able to connect with those cases because it was live Toastmaster cases, and we enjoyed and we learned a lot during the entire process.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, Nitin. And one more person has got the chance to share their experience as an observer. Anyone of you?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm taking
Come
it.
forward, yeah.
So myself, Bharadwaj, I'm from group 2.
Yeah.
Actually, as an observer, we thought the session is calling for active listening. So we were always listening to what the speaker and listener were discussing. Then at the conclusion, as an observer, my observation is that both the roles are equally important, and the listener has to be more patient, and the listener should note down the points in the back end of their mind, and they have to reply at the end of the session. They should not break in the middle. That is what, as an observer, I have observed that, and we at the end of the session discussion, we have discussed these points also. And as an active listener, we have to mainly focus on understanding the pain point of the speaker. Not we should not have an intention to reply to each and everything what speaker is speaking about. So these are the key observations which I have observed during the conversation, and which was implemented in the group also.
Yes. So thank you, Bharadwaj, for sharing it. Now, active listening is very important. Everyone's life, in organization, in family, in Toastmaster journey also. When we have in our club meetings, each and every role needs the active listening. In table topics, in evaluation, speech, everything. So listening is very important. Active listening is much more than important for a cordial relationship with everyone. So with this, all the best to all the leapers. Go ahead with your leap journey. Enjoy the session, and we'll meet on Leap Connect. And now, I think it's a time for winding up. Daryl, over to you.
Ma'am, Sheeba, ma'am, I have a doubt with respect to active listening. So
Yeah.
here, speaker has got, I think, 3 minutes to speak. And
Yeah.
shouldn't the listeners get enough time to respond back? Because here we have to pause for a while, we have to paraphrase and then ask questions. So more than a question, the solution needs more time, right?
Yes.
So how do you feel?
Yeah, here while speaker is on the stage, speaker has to convince the listener what he want to do, or what are the things that he is trying to express to the listener. While paraphrasing, listener has to get to the conclusion, and then only he reflect what the speaker's emotions. So I believe that speaker need more time to convince the listener as such.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the process is going on his own mind. As I said in the earlier, he have to process. Sometimes he will reject, then he will transform, he will take what he want, and last phase only, he will emotionally connect with the speaker. So this is a process where speaker is undergoing, the emotions all undergoing the listener. So in the reflection part, listener can be on a minimum time. This more time can be utilized by the speaker.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Thank you.
I have
Thank
one
you.
question, sir. Actually, is
Yeah.
it something when speaker and listener both are there? Whose authority actually? Who will take the lead? Is it listener will take the lead, or speaker will take lead? The conclusion part, if there is a dispute happen or a conflict happen, who will
Yes,
take the
this is
decision?
the time as a leader or in any organization when we are in leadership. The speaker, he got some grievances, or he want to express something to the other end, or to the CEO or a manager, or whoever may be the things. Even in the Toastmaster journey, to the club president, we have to express our views. The speaker have to take initiative. What is his grievance? What is the space for a listening? So it is the lead has to take by the speaker himself.
Thank you. Thank you.
When the scenario comes, the first initiative should be speaker. Listener has the find solution and giving direction or emotionally connected. Sometimes in counseling, when the people have some psychological issue, they have to express fully into the listener some of the grievance that is automatically subside. Even the family life, some the partners, only to listen, some of the issues will resolve. So speaker had to take the initiative, listen, it be a listener itself.
My
How did
question,
you
I
say?
agree.
Yeah.
But my question, right? Let's say sometimes that conflict happen, right? You, a speaker, you are coming a point, but listener think, right? This is not maybe 100% what you are thinking, right? Is it something reverse happen? Okay, speaker will go, okay, I'm taking your point, I'm going back your answer, right? You should not
Yeah.
always, right? You are speaking and you tell, okay, this is the only thing I want to take. Whatever you are telling, I understood, but I will take my thought only. So
Yeah.
that's my point to cover actually here.
Yeah, as far as the speakers is concerned, sometimes they are not ready to uh, accept what the listeners on side give direction or some suggestions their listeners giving to the speaker. They are, maybe they are not ready to accept the same. In this scenario, we can go for a second round or a third round, and we have to convince. As my own experience shared in between, my colleague came to my office 2-3 times. When I reacted on then and there, the scenario may be changed. So for it nearly 20 days I understood the speaker's point of view and I modified my own, the office environment, all the procedures for the feasible of all these members, not only for the aggrieved party, my colleague, but for the say happy environment in our office space. I changed a little bit without hurting anybody's feeling and anybody's office space. So when the emotionally connected, that will boost the other parts emotion, that will the hostile attitude will come up, and there we have to need much time to patch up the things. So in a normal course, we can try once, twice, or thrice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shiva ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah.
So this is something I've been noticing amongst a lot of young people and people in my generation. So this is a social media age. Everyone's used to short reels and things like that, YouTube shorts and things like that. I don't see the focus people have when you're listening, right? They don't have the focus. If you're speaking for 2 minutes or 5 minutes at a stretch, the focus goes and they stop listening. So how do you deal with it as a speaker and as a listener to maintain your focus, to make sure that you're actively listening to what the people have to say? And also, as a speaker, how do you manage such situations where people don't have that much focus to listen for longer periods of time?
Yeah, thank you very much, Shanya, for such a question. These are all happening in our home also. When the children comes for anything, the parents used to scroll the mobile phone and no eye contact with the children, and we will halfway listen and invariably give some direction to the children or family members. This lost the real connectivity with the parents as well as the spouse or the children. So also in our organization, where the people, even I am daily facing such a situation. Many people comes to us. When we start taking our phone, somebody will come. As a conscious, active listener, many times I put down my phone. There, because this is a conscious effort. Only we can practice this thing. I consciously put all these things keep aside and warm welcome to the clients. And from morning 9:30 till 5 o'clock, I'll be doing the same process. But these are all conscious effort I am taking. I don't know whether the younger generation or those who are in very quickly responding to the situation may have such a this thing. So As far as we are concerned, when we have to be there in the organization or in a fruitful part or a stand in a society, it is our responsibility to have a active listener by conscious. Then only we can practice this skill.
Okay. It's about being mindful all the time.
Mindful all the
Yeah.
time. When the third party is in our friend, we have to acknowledge, we have to have eye contact, the receiving mind with a pleasant face. Then only they will open up. Then only that conversation will come to a fruitful end. Otherwise, this for a mechanically it goes. When our interest lost, our eyes movements has been lost to the speaker, that interest will go off. Many times I felt the same because when we have a fruitful conversation, the counterpart, their eyeballs will shifting one part to the other. Then we can understand that he just disconnected from the main flow. So we'll wind up, okay, then we'll see next time like that. So consciously we have to practice all these gestures, feedback, the speaker's mindset. As rightly said, the environmental barriers, active listening barriers are there. So we have to acknowledge all those things also. Somebody have some psychological issue, some physiological issue, some environmental barriers. These are the hindrance for active listening. So consciously we have to change or to lift out of or get out of all those things and have a fruitful listening pattern.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I
Yeah,
have two questions
Pratimya.
actually.
Oh,
Yes.
this
I
would
have
be the
two questions.
last
Okay.
question, all right?
Yes,
Go ahead.
last question. Okay, Pratimya, last question. Yeah.
Okay. So my first question is, as a listener, uh, how should we manage our facial expression? Should we keep them plain or should we uh, express something about as an acknowledgement for the speaker? That is one of the questions I have.
Yeah.
And
As a speaker, the listener, we should acknowledge in between, paraphrasing. So that the feeling of empathy that we have to show, that the listener have to show to the speaker. Then only he will open up, he will find solution in between. So it is like a fruitful conversation between the listener as well as the speaker. So that space we have to give to the speaker by the listener.
okay.
So
And
paraphrasing, acknowledging the things, and give some suggestion in between when the speaker is struck. We have to give some suggestion, so that will lead the speaker to complete the the whatever he wants to convey to the listener.
the other question I have is, when speakers speak, and as a listener, sometimes we feel uh, they want to unleash their grief, and by just speaking, they would they would just drop down the heaviness in their heads. And if we answer it in any way, that might turn the tables. So how to deal that situation?
Yeah, as I rightly said, when we have some heaviness in our heart or head, when we speak all those things, sometimes it may goes like that. So we need not worry about the solution or what will the results as such. So in order to have the clean heart or a clean mind, or to reduce our stress and strain by speaking or sharing our things with the listener. So that time we need not go for any final solution or what the things that you have to move on. Only thing is that we have to express our concern with the listener. By the time we will relax or release our tension. Sometimes those who need solution, they can come with a solution by the listener. Is it okay, Pratimna?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah.
Could you
Then
provide an example if possible?
yeah, many times, because many of the friends and those are coming to my office, especially ladies, they want at least to. I have to spend some time and sit like that and to listen those things. I need not have any solution. I need not suggest anything. Only with a pleasant face I can listen and nod head once in a while. That's enough. After half an hour or 1 hour, oh, I got some relaxation, ma'am. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. They are going. So many incidents happens like that. So to release all their tension, stress, that is also we can use for this listening role. as such. We need not give any solution for that, only to sit and listen. Many people, they will give some relaxation for them also. Many times, even for our parents, they will tell many things to us, only for patient listening. That will give them heal to them or a mental satisfaction, everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sheeba, for facilitating this very important discussion of being active listeners as leaders. I think we can all unmute and shout for Sheeba. Shout out Sheeba, rather.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Gagan,
you,
Jyotika, for this
Shiba.
opportunity.
Thank you, Sheeba.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
great.
Thank you so much.
Well done, Shiba.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Add myself and Sheeba, keep smiling. Let me click a picture. All right, and now everybody else keep smiling. Yeah, switch on your videos and keep smiling. I'm going to click pictures. Right, so screen 1 is done. Moving on to screen 2. All right, fantastic. Thank you. Let me now move on to share my screen and show you what's there for the week ahead. All right. So I hope you've seen your workbooks, and in your workbooks, there was definitely a pre-session reading assignment, pre-reading material, and of course, during today's session. But thanks to Renu and Jyotika, you do not have a post-session assignment for this particular session, so you can relax for some time. The capstone project, like our lead chair mentioned, the guidelines will be shared soon with all of you, but you have already got a hint about how you need to go in what direction, but more details will be shared with all of you soon. Like we always say, post your reflections on the session conducted on your LinkedIn profile. Share your thoughts, appreciate our trainers and mentors as well. The feedback form has already been shared in Zoom chat. I will share it in the community, but we are giving you time till Monday, February 2nd to fill in the feedback form. So please take some time and fill in that feedback form so that we know how we can help you better in the next 2-3 months. To those of you who still have not regularized your December score, please do regularize it so that you can receive your badge at the earliest. Please do finish it by the 31st of January so that you are on track with regard to the program. Just a reminder about the Pathways mentor status. Let me give it, last week we appreciated 2 of our leapers. We have 1 more leaper who has finished. So Shruti from Group 8, Shruti, a shout out to you for completing your Pathways mentor program. And to everybody else, I hope you are on track to complete it by April. It's also time to also appoint your team leaders for the month of February. So go ahead and appoint your team leaders by the end of this month. We will, of course, recognize and appreciate our leaders of January in the next session. I'm sure all of us are excited for Leap 3.0 Connect. And yes, we'll be meeting most of you in person during this weekend. With that, I know all of you are waiting to know who are the top 3 leapers with regard to the phase 2 presentations, but I'd like to say something before that. I had the privilege of listening to most of you. I couldn't listen to a couple, but I definitely watched the recording. And I must say that each of you did a fantastic job, and the 9 presenters on that day actually represented all the leapers. Now, I must be honest and confess here that as far as the Leap 3.0 program is concerned, when I attend a session, I'm not actually listening because there's a lot of back end work that needs to be done. So for the last 5 months, I haven't listened to any session properly. I've had a time to go and revisit a few recordings, but I'm being honest and saying I've not listened. But when I heard the 9 of you present that day, and I saw the change, right? In those 5 minutes that you presented, you inspired me. right? Even if it was a small change or big change, that was visible and I really felt inspired. So what I did is, I mean, of course, I think most of you built a habit, right? You all journaled and built a habit. I received a New Year gift from one of my mom's friend. It was a habit tracker. And I said, why is she giving me this? I didn't like it. But when I saw that the presentations, my parents visited me last weekend. I said, please bring it for me. And now I have it here. So from February 1st, I'm going to start journaling. I'm going to build some habit. So, and of course, I'll see how it works. But for me to take that first step, I must say thank you to all of you for inspiring me. So thank you. With that, I'm now going to share my screen and reveal to you our top 3 leapers. Of course, we have to choose top 3, but each of you that day inspired me. Let me check for the present. Yeah. I'm doing this on behalf of our Leap 3.0 chair, distinguished Toastmaster Jyotika. All right. So here it is, our top 3 shortlisted projects after phase 2. Drum rolls, please. The first one making it to the top 3 is our leaper from group 4, Kavya Gauri. Congratulations, Kavya. And
Yay,
yes,
Kavya, very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats,
I received
Gauri.
congratulations, Kavya.
Well done.
Congratulations, Kavya.
Thank you.
Let me try spotlighting her now itself. Yep. Moving on to the second person making it to or completing or acing it here is our leaper from group 6, Aditya Patnaik. Congratulations, Aditya. And the team, or Aditya was
Amazing job,
mentioned
Congratulations.
Aditya.
twice.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Aditya.
Congratulations, Aditya.
All right, so I'm trying to find Aditya here. Just give me a second. Aditya's here. Yes. All right, and the third leaper is the leaper from group 2, Lata Manoj. Congratulations, Lata.
Oh,
Congratulations, Lata.
Congrats,
Congratulations.
Lata.
Congratulations, Lata.
congratulations, Lata.
Thank you.
Mentored by Archana. Congratulations to 3 of you, Kavya, Aditya, and Lata. You can see. Right. So let me now click a picture of the 3 of you. Please smile. All right. Fantastic. Oh, well, 1 second. I'll have to retake it. Keep smiling.
Kavya.
Sorry, I think this is punishment for the 3 of you. Wait. Keep smiling. I didn't click the picture.
I'll share. I'll share. I have taken already.
Taken a
All
couple.
right. Yeah. All right. Would you 3 of you like to share a few words? I think I'll give you time for that. Yeah. Kavya?
Yes, sure. I actually didn't expect it, so it's something unexpected. But having said that, this program itself has been a transformation for me. I have got some very good uh, people here who I have met, and they have inspired me. And I mean, I just wish that this sleep doesn't end. I'm looking forward to Leap Connect next coming this week. And seriously, I have been in several courses before, but the commitment, the kind of variety people have here, and we have been pushed through assignments to have some real transformation. It was not just monotonous theoretical things which we go ahead. So I have gone through a lot of uh, through a lot of reflections and realizations in this journey, and I will continue with it. And I just wish we stay connected after this program also ends. So that's my thoughts. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kavya, for sharing that, and congratulations once again. Aditya?
I think I agree with a lot of what Kavya has said about that every point, every lesson that we have learned in I have learned in Leap has been a reflection point. So even while doing this presentation or preparing for this presentation, I realized that I had not been doing certain things, or I had been doing certain things but not realizing it. So a lot of reflection, realization throughout the journey till now in Leap, and I know it will continue. And this was totally unexpected in terms of my presentation. I went and just uh, I spoke about what I have done in these last 30 days and how I would like to continue doing things. I never followed any proper approach, I felt, but maybe I learned a lot how to communicate about what my habit should be and how it should continue my habit. So maybe my communication has improved. That's what I feel. That's one other another realization. But yes, I have to keep on working, and thanks to all the leapers in this journey who have also inspired me a lot through peer discussions, through testimonials. I think I have learned a lot from them, and this has been a great program so far. And I wish to be a part of every leap, as much as possible. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, Aditya, and congratulations. Keep going. Lata, over to you.
Thank you so much. It's very humbling, and I really didn't expect. The intention was not to be top or anything. Just, I think whatever we learned, as Aditya and Kavya mentioned, we just put it across. But a big thank you to Archana, because as she just made me last minute have a different perspective, and I had to change or whatever. But I think the guidance, and it's all the leapers. I think it's a win for all of you as leapers. It's not just the three of us. I think we just represent all of you. I'm really, it's a very overwhelming feeling for me just being there. It's not for to win, but I'm happy. It was just an effort, and it's a journey. I think the intention is that we just don't have a presentation. We want to keep it going, and hopefully that is what is going to make us change. Thanks to this program, really. Very impactful program, as Kavya, everyone mentioned. I've also gone through a lot in the company, but this has really been very impactful. Thank you.
Thank you, Lata, for sharing, and congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Right. With that, thank you everybody for being a part of this peer huddle. With that, we're coming to the close. We'll meet most of you on Saturday, but otherwise we'll meet next Wednesday for our next session. I will close today's meeting. Jyotika, do you want to say anything?
Well, I think I'll have to check my sugar levels, I think. I really have to check my sugar levels because so many of you are saying such good things about Leap. All right. So, first of all, congratulations to the toppers, top three leapers. It's definitely an icing on the cake. I'm sure another feather on your cap. Be proud of what you have done and what you've delivered. But I must congratulate the other leapers also. You've done a tremendous, excellent job. So be proud of yourself for being the top 9. And we will meet again on Saturday this time, and not next Wednesday, on Saturday for those who have registered and are coming for the Leap Connect program. But from our end, Darren, and you've said everything right. Okay, sorry, I was away a little bit. So I think from our end, we can adjourn this meeting, but I would hand over this meeting to Srihari. Did you speak, Srihari? I'm sorry, I was not here.
Not yet. Not yet.
Speak? All
Not
right.
yet. No.
I'll hand over the stage or the screen to Srihari so he can brief you on what needs to be done for Leap Connect. So the rest probably could leave. Only those leapers who are coming for Leap Connect could probably stay. But from my end, it is good night, take care, and Shubharatri. Over to you, Srihari.
Thank you so much, Jyotika. Good evening, fellow leapers. How are you all doing? It's
Good
time.
evening.
Yeah. I can feel the energy already, and I've been humbled by every single update that I see on the groups. I might not be responsive there, but believe me, there's a lot more happening in the background to make this Leap Connect a memorable one. So, welcome to the world of neurolinguistic programming, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Leap Connect's all about, and what it's going to be for every single one of you. To give you a little history about it, it started in the year 1979, and the fathers of NLP, they're called by the names of Richard Bandler and John Grinder. Ever since 1979, what was considered Scientology today has become a reality, and this reality has established a global ecosystem. And this body has certified me as a practitioner and licensed trainer. What we are focusing on mainly will be revolving around the practices of bridging the gap between what the global standards has been established towards what we are specifically focusing on at Leap Connect in those 36 hours, what we are spending there. The universal framework on which I stand today as a master practitioner, I'm sharing it with every single one of you because this Leap Connect is something that is going to be a foundation stone for everyone to be a future practitioner yourself. And let this ladder prove a motivation to you all to decide where you want to stand when Connect is done. Now, for the policy of what we are going to be getting into towards practice, now these government bodies, they have a lot of criteria, etc., what has to be very specific and how you have to follow and so on. However, what I have diluted, brought it down for the Leap Connect program is very specific towards how we are going to be learning about it, like in a classroom, towards how you're going to experience it, where you're going to be immersing yourself into this program with nature being the co-facilitator. The event is happening on the 31st of January and 1st of February at Wildstone Resort, Sakleshpur. And the premise of our meeting is going to be designed to slow you guys down, tune you up, where the response to how often we learn about life without pausing to experience towards how it shows up in us. The real learning will not be in getting it right, guys. It is just by becoming aware. Now, this is the whole premise towards what we are getting into. The methodology, what we are getting towards how we are going to be learning this is mainly holistic integration, where the learning basically happens not just by reading or writing. It happens through motion. It happens through emotions. It happens through your body, mind, and your involvement in your environment. Hence, pulling you all out of where you stay towards a place where we rarely visit. Awareness precedes change. All of you, I want you to be aware that a lot of learning has already been imbibed on you for the past 5.5 months. But this learning will not be stopping you from practicing any of those, rather aiding you in performing those practices better. The sequence in which we are going towards would, rather than telling you what to think, I'll be helping you with this program towards observing and experiencing on how you should think about it. The main curriculum, what we are focusing on, mainly works on these characteristics. So the first module, what you will be focusing on is a foundational awareness, understanding on how focus works. What's your conscious mind, your unconscious mind, your pre-conscious mind, and your subconscious mind. Goals, understanding how experiences are internally presented. It's a whole new game, guys. The second module focuses on your sensory acuity. If you're a computer, you're focusing on your input devices, calibrating your observations and your representational systems. The goal of this is to help you move beyond judgment. I want you to become those metaphysical observers, become that accurate with the kind of prerequisites that will help you in making better decisions. Second day is mainly going to be focusing on the rapport and communication aspect, which plays a major role since we all are communicators, we all are speakers, we all are Toastmasters. How you want to align your presence, your verbal and non-verbal consistency and inconsistencies, everything will be put under observation through the eyes of NLP with exercises. It's not just about mirroring, guys. It's about genuine, legit connections. And finally, I'm bringing in one concept that is widely celebrated in the world of neurolinguistics, which we practice every day, but are not aware that it is the same, which we call as anchoring. Now, we are going to focus on several emotional states and how you are going to be mastering it with the technique called as anchoring. And to this you all will be provided with sufficient resources to understand and material to take back and references to be followed up on. So your journey, what we are going to be looking in specifically on the day one is to descend. Breathe out, relax, start assimilating. It's a fresh start, a blank canvas. We're going to have a beautiful campfire reflection here. And my main policy of this reflection is there are no right ones or wrong ones, just honest ones. If not for anybody else, be honest to yourself, because this reflection is going to go miles with you in your days to come. And finally, on day two, we are going to have a small outing. We are in the lap of Mother Nature. I'm not going to make you sit in a hall and listen to me throughout the day. We're going to step out. We are going to go sit in amongst the trees, feel the grass beneath us, experience the early morning sunlight, the light chills that Sakleshpur is offering us. Along with this, we're also going to have an activity out there. Back in the program at the venue, you're going to be closing down with the last two final modules that have been previously discussed. And why all this matters? One thing, NLP wants to protect its credibility and ethical safeguards, but for leap connectors, NLP is nothing but clarity, connection, and behavioral flexibility. Transformation begins with awareness, and awareness grows with practice. And Leap Connect is going to be day one of practice with NLP as part of the picture. In conclusion, remember guys, structure provides the safety, experience provides the growth. Here we are having the best of both worlds. For further resources, feel free to contact any global bodies or the master practitioner himself here. This is Srihari with the information to you regarding what Leap Connect is all about. Any questions so far?
Here you are going to
Fantastic.
plan actively for the each modules. Is it like you going to talk or we are going to listen?
Absolutely. It's an excellent question. It is not just talk. Here it's exchange, discussion. We're going to be immersed into every module when we are going to be practicing it in one hall. We're going to be sitting with respect to our groups, but as a whole together. There'll be activities where you will have to get out of your seats, practice with the people around you, experience what it has to offer. Also, at the end, if there is more, there is always time after Leap Connect where we can always get on a one-on-one regarding that specifically. Now, coming to your logistics, I believe the Liaison team has made an amazing job figuring out more for the most of you with respect to the transportation and how you're going to be getting to Sakleshpur and back. Now, I'm going to be giving you a little bit of details about where you're going to be staying. Considering we're going to be in an immersive journey into the world of human labs, there's going to be a lot of things that is going to be going in your mind. So feel free to be open and feel free to discuss. We are here for you. When it comes to the place of residence, I understand it's going to be a long day. Everybody's going to be traveling. Everybody's going to have a lot of changes coming in. And after all that, putting yourself into a tent in the night on a cold winter end of January, I would say it wouldn't be fair. So here's an upgrade coming to Leap Connect 3.0. We have this brand new property booked for us where everybody's going to get a warm room and beds where you guys are going to be sharing with other leapers as well. So that's the latest update for everyone. You have a warm place, a nice shower, and good food waiting for you there. And also a few updates towards how you need to pack. I get it now, you have no limits to bringing in your inventory, but nonetheless, few unavoidable things that I want you to keep. First and foremost, shoes. I would recommend everybody wear light casual shoes or sports shoes, something that can help you walk or be amidst nature without putting your feet at risk. Second one, something warm to wear. Now, when I say warm, it's not something where you're going to sub-zero temperatures, but also it is not a place where you can get away with just a flannel. So something light, something functional. In case if you are going to be wearing it for long hours, you're going to make sure you're going to wear something that's breathable also. So that one thing I would like to re-emphasize on. Apart from this, I believe everything else you all received the amazing posters that your design lead for Connect has made for you. Rachna, a moment, guys, give a round of applause for her. She took the initiative. She when I asked her, and she came forward, made it for me. So good job there, Rachna. So you have most of the information at your hands right now. Now, this briefing was innate. It was unavoidable at the same time, considering we have such a short period of time and such an ocean of a syllabus that we're covering in a lake's worth. So here's to you all. Prepare yourselves. Calm. Be ready to come down and experience what it is to be part of Leap Connect 3.0. This is Srihari signing off. Back to you, Daryl. Back to you, Jyotika.